Hi everyone, I'm Alice, and today we're going down the rabbit hole and discussing possibilities regarding the Black Panther recast. As you all know, Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther, has returned to the ancestral plane, which leaves some questions. What about the future of the character in the MCU? Can the actor be replaced? Should he be, or should we just have Shuri be the Black Panther now, or just write the Black Panther out of the MCU? Well, here's the sad truth. He has to be replaced. The character is clearly being set up to have a major role in the MCU from this point. He means a lot to so many people. Not to mention that the character is very profitable and the Disney overlords love their cash. Now Marvel and Disney are stalling the release of the next Black Panther movie so that they can focus on mourning for a bit rather than creativity choices. This apparently is my best coping mechanism for mourning a man I never met. And while I don't think that anyone can truly replace Chadwick Boseman in playing this iconic character, it's worth mentioning that they replaced the actor for Rhodey between the first and second Iron Man movies, and no one noticed. And while it would be appropriate to let the character go with the actor, Chadwick knew how much this character meant to people, so I don't think that is what he would want. So let's fancast him. We all know I love fancasting. I won't come up with a definitive one, so let you guys decide along with the MCU, and by the end of the day, I want to be open to whoever the MCU chooses because they have yet to make a mistake with casting. This will be in no way comprehensive, but here are the criteria I'm using. 1. He has to be in the 30s or 40s age range, as Letitia Wright is 24 and Lupita Nyong'o is 37. I may forgive early 50s, but how far can we suspend disbelief? Number 2. He needs to be fully of African descent, as a nation that has been hiding from colonization for hundreds of years isn't going to have a lot of mixed citizens. And by that I mean no biracial actors. Daveed Diggs is a very talented actor, but he's half black and half Jewish, so he doesn't qualify. Number 3. He needs to have the specific acting chops required by MCU actors. Marvel movies are of course action films, and those always require a certain skill set, even though most of the actors have stunt doubles. But you also need to have good comedic timing. The Black Panther as a character has also been surprisingly emotionally charged in the past considering the genre, and I have little reason to doubt that's going to change. Number 4. He can't already exist in the MCU. This one's kind of obvious, but I honestly seriously considered Donald Glover before I remembered he played Aaron Davis in Spider-Man Homecoming. And another actor who's appeared in 2 MCU films, being Captain Marvel and Guardians of the Galaxy, his name was Jimon something, but he already plays a Marvel character that's big enough that they're in 2 movies. Number 5. Because the Black Panther is by nature political, and to honor Boseman, who also was very political, should be willing to be outspoken about racial justice. So, let's see who we can come up with. Will Smith. He has the acting chops, to be sure. He's a well-known comedian. He's been the go-to black man for sci-fi action films for years. And he's shown a more serious side in 7 Pounds, a movie which I watched one time and am still hurt on the inside by. His roles have also tended to address racial profiling, as evidenced by a scene in Men in Black 3 where he gets pulled over because he's driving too nice of a car. While Men in Black is based on Marvel Comics, they definitely are not part of the MCU. And I love Will Smith. He's one of my favorite people on this planet. That being said, though, he's 51 now, and maybe a little too high profile. Also, he was in Suicide Squad. which is a DC property. And doesn't let their actors be in DC movies. There are people who have shown that that's not quite the case, but still that would be weird if someone played a major character in both the MCU and the DCEU. Leslie Odom Jr. He is best known for playing Aaron Burr on Hamilton, for which he earned a Tony, but he has also dabbled in several other genres, and in what I've seen him do, he's taken very racially conscious roles. Aaron Burr, obviously, he was in Harriet, and in the Kenneth Branagh version of Murder on the Orient Express, he played a black doctor who was very conscious about what the color of his skin did to his prospects. It should be mentioned, though, that while his filmography suggests that he has experience in both action and comedy, I have not seen it. I mostly seen it in, more dramatic stuff. Becca Brooks. He played Jimmy Olsen / a Guardian on Supergirl, which has a very similar tone to the MCU. So we know he has it in him to play this character. While he started as a love interest on the show, a love interest I couldn't really get behind, personally. He's had some very emotional moments, including one where he told someone about getting arrested as a kid because of racial profiling. His family was staying in too nice of a hotel. He is in the Arrowverse, has been in the Arrowverse shows on CW, so not only am I not sure if Marvel's gonna let that slide, but since he just left a role as a masked vigilante, I'm not sure he's down to play another superhero. John Boyega. We all know him as Finn in the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Shown to be able to be emotional, he's funny, and he has the action in him, not mentioning he's very outspoken about his political beliefs. However, he's a little on the younger side, as he's not even 30, and he feels screwed over in his role as Finn, which is another story, so I'm not sure he wants to work for Disney again. Mahershala Ali. Best known in our family for playing Boggs in the Hunger Games movies, he does have experience in faction, and he has played in an emotionally and politically charged movie as well. But can he do the fights, and can he be funny? Letitia Wright. The people who haven't been too busy being sad that Chadwick passed away, been petitioning and trying to spread the word around the possibility of Shuri taking over the Black Panther, and it's been rumored that that's going to happen. And in the comics, she did take over as the Black Panther at one point. Someone I've never even heard of. And maybe in Kevin Feige's best interest to choose an unknown to play such an iconic character, because Marvel tends to do that, and it suddenly puts them on the A-list. And it can bug people that they don't know the person who's playing a certain role. When they were bringing Spider-Man into the MCU, I was rooting for either Charlie Plummer or Asa Butterfield, both of which were finalists but didn't get the role in the show, because they were the people that I knew. Also, I did have a bit of a crush on Asa Butterfield at the time. And I was annoyed when Tom Holland, who I did not know anything about, got the role. And guess what? Tom Holland plays the role of Spider-Man with a degree of precision that Charlie Plummer and Asa Butterfield, talented though they are, would not be able to reach. So, what do you guys think? Please leave it in the comments below. Who's your favorite? Like and subscribe. Thanks to GoGo for editing, and I'll see you next time down the rabbit hole.